Good day, my wonderful children. How are you doing? I'm happy to have you online. This time around, we'll be looking at the subject mathematics. And the topic is money. The topic is money. Before we continue, let's quickly do a recap of what we have learned. Oh, before I continue, how was the test? Hope you were able to do it before the time lapsed and you did your workings. Wonderful. How was it? Great. I'm happy to hear that. Make sure you copy your notes. The notes are already on net. Make sure you copy your notes and you follow the video. Okay? Today, we'll be looking at the topic money. Money. At the end of the lesson, each of the pupils should be able to define money, convert money from one unit to another, that is, from naira to kobo, and vice versa. Add money, subtract money, find the cost of more than one commodity using a shopping center. Multiply money by a whole number. Divide money by a whole number. Solve word problems involving money. What is money? Money is a legal acceptable means of exchange. The legal acceptable means of exchange for goods and services is a legal acceptable. Remember in social studies we talked about national symbols as those things that differentiate one country from another. And we say one of it is national currency. National currency. National currency. So money is a legal acceptable, legal because it has been stamped. It has been stamped in that nation as an acceptable means of exchange for goods and services. For goods and services. Money is used as a measure. Money is used as a measure of value or a means of payments. As a measure of value, you know, when you want to buy something, you ask them, how much is it? How much is it? It's a measure of value. It's a measure of value or a means of payments. Nigeria currency is naira and kobo. Nigeria currency is naira and kobo. We have learned that before, still in social studies and national symbol, the Nigeria currency is naira and kobo. And it has different denominations. The kobo is no longer in existence. It's no longer in use. But the naira has different denominations. It has 1,000 naira notes, 500 naira notes, 200 naira notes, 100 naira notes, 50 naira notes, 20 naira notes, 10 naira notes, 5 naira notes. But as the markets that we are operating today, in the market today, 5 naira cannot buy anything. Or can 5 naira buy something? My lovely children, can 5 naira buy anything? Can you use 5 naira to buy your biscuits? Can you use 5 naira to buy your sweets? No, not even a sachet of water. Not even a sachet of water can go for 5 naira in the market of Nigeria of today. So the denominations that we have in the markets at the moment that we talk now is 1,000 naira notes, 500 naira notes, 200 naira notes, 100 naira notes, 50 naira notes, 20 naira notes, and 10 naira notes. Now, let's quickly do a preamble, an introduction to the topic. Decimal numbers are said in words. You know, naira looks like decimal number. I have told you that we have 3 types or 3 forms of number for your level. 3 forms of number for your level. We have whole number, we have fraction, and we have decimal number for your level. We have whole number, decimal number, and fraction. Now, decimal numbers are numbers that have decimal points. And decimal numbers are said in words mentioning the digits after the decimal point, one after the other. Example, 37.36. This is said as, or this can be said as 33.36 if this number were to be a decimal number. You will say it in words as 37.37. 37.37. But in money, it is said as an amount in naira, and the digits after the decimal point, you say it together in kobo. You say it together in kobo. Example, 458 naira. Before the decimal point, you say the digits together. Remember, we have done value, place value, and value of digits in numbers. Okay? Now, we have this as 458 naira. Then after the decimal point, you say it together. Going against the rule as in decimal number. Going against the rule as for decimal number, which you have to mention the digits after the decimal point, one after the other. But for naira, for money, you mention the amount of the whole number in that decimal number as naira. And after the decimal point, you say the digits together in kobo. So this is 458 naira 13 kobo. Therefore, it is advisable to always put the unit of naira at the front of your number to differentiate, so that you will not write 23.46 as against 23 naira, as against 23 naira 46 kobo, as against 23 naira 46 kobo. Always put the unit of naira at the front of your number to differentiate. Okay? Now let's move to the next one. The next one is changing from kobo to naira. Changing from kobo to naira. When changing from kobo to naira, we divide the amount given by 100. When changing, this is just a preamble. You must have learned this in your lower classes. Yes. Even as primary 1, primary 2. Yes. So when changing from kobo to naira, I'm just trying to do an introduction to bring to remembrance. Okay? When changing from kobo to naira, we divide the given amount by 100. Example. 520 kobo to naira. Change 520 kobo to naira. Change 520 kobo to naira. Change 520 kobo to naira. You divide 520 by 100. You divide 520 by 100. So you have, how many times will I see 100 in 520? Remember how we used to do it? How many times will I see 100 in 520? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Oh, it's not up to 600, it's 520. So I will stop at 5. 5. You will now say 5 times 100 will give you 500. 5 times 100 will give you 500. Then you subtract. What are you having left? 20. So the answer is 5 remainder 20. 5 remainder 20, which is 5 naira 20 kobo. 5 naira 20 kobo. 5 naira 20 kobo. 5 naira 20 kobo. Or instead of going through the long division method, you assume, I've always told you that at the end of a whole number, there is an invisible decimal point. There is an invisible decimal point at the end of a whole number. At the end of a whole number, there is an invisible decimal point. So you take the decimal point, that invisible decimal point that is at the back of the whole number. The whole number is 520 kobo. You shift the decimal point 2 times. Can you see the way we are shifting it? 1, 2. So the decimal point will be between 5 and 2. So you have 5 naira 20 kobo. 5 naira 20 kobo. Now let's try to convert from naira to kobo. To convert from naira to kobo, that one is from kobo to naira, you divide by 100. To convert from naira to kobo, from kobo to naira, you divide by 100. Now let's look at converting or changing from naira to kobo. When converting from naira to kobo, you multiply by 100. Example, 8 naira to kobo. 8 naira to kobo, you multiply 8 naira by 100. And in this case, in this type of digits, in this type of figure, you know, it's in decimal points, it's a decimal number, it's a decimal number. And to multiply decimal number, you remember the rules? Do you? Great. You remove the decimal points. You remove the decimal points. If you are removing decimal points from this number, assuming it is a decimal number. Assuming it is a decimal number, you want to remove the decimal points. We remove the decimal points how many times? Good, 2 times. 1, 2. So you have the new digit as 500. The new figure you are now having is 800. You have the new digit, the new figure as 800. You multiply 800 by 100. Multiply 800 by 100. Multiply 800 by 100. So you have a 0 multiplied by 0. A 0 multiplied by 0. You have a 0 multiplied by 0 first. That's the last digit on that, which is 0. Then you take the other one too. A 0 multiplied by 0. A 0 multiplied by 8. A 0 multiplied by any digit is 0. You have 0. Now you take the next digit beside the 0, which is 0 as well. A 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. You write it right under the digit you are using to multiply. Remember that arrangement is very, very important in mathematics. Then you use a 0, this 0, multiply by this 0. You have your answer as 0. Then you take the 0 to multiply the last digit, which is 8. 0 multiplied by 8 will give you 0. Will give you 0. Now you multiply the next digits, which is 1. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. 1 multiplied by 0 again is 0, and 1 multiplied by 8 will give you 8. Now add the digits together. Add the digits. Add the digits. You have, add the digits. You have a 0 plus, a 0 will come down. A 0 will come down. Zero will come down. Is 0 plus 0? Is 0 plus 0 will give you 0? Now, is 0 again plus 0 plus 0 will give you 0? Then 0 plus 8. Is 0 plus 8 will give you 0. Arrangement is very, very important in mathematics. We have this place as 0, 0. Okay, so you have a 0 coming down. The 0 comes down because it's standing on its own, will come down. A 0 plus 0 is 0. A 0 plus 0 plus 0 will give you 0. A 0 plus 0 will give you 0, and 8 will come down. So you have the answer as 80,000. Remember, it was in a decimal number. It was a decimal number. We changed it to a whole number. So you replace the decimal point back. We have it 2 times. We removed it 2 times. We replace it back how many times? 2 times. Good. So we have it as 800.00. 0 after decimal point is meaningless. So you have 800 kobo. 800 kobo. Or this fast method, the 0 in between the naira that you have been given, move it to the right hand side 2 times. Move it to the right hand side 2 times. You have it as 1, 2, and it becomes what? 800 kobo. It becomes 800 kobo. Addition involving money. Addition involving money. Addition simply means to add, sum, find total, count together, and so on and so forth. These are words that you can use. You can use to replace, or you can use to mean what? Addition. Example, add the following. Add the following: 13 naira, 25 kobo, 4 naira, 5 kobo, 30 naira, 68 kobo. Add the following. Arrangement, very, very important in mathematics. You rearrange the numbers vertically as you put the naira sign, or I've told you always make sure that it goes with your naira, the naira unit sign. That's how you should differentiate it for ordinary or ordinary decimal number. So we arrange it vertically as this, the naira and the kobo sign standing up. Then you have your 13 naira 25 kobo, 4 naira 5 kobo, 30 naira 68 kobo. 5 plus 5 will give you 10. And 10 plus 8 will give you 18. So you write 8 and carry 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 0, 3. 3 plus 6, 9. Then you have 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 0, still 7. 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. So you have your answer as 47 naira. You have your answer as 47 naira 98 kobo. You have your answer as 47 naira 98 kobo. Or instead of arranging it vertically, you can as well write the units beside it. Can as well write the units beside it. Example. Example. Add the following. Have the following. Have the following. 251 naira, 75 kobo, 66 naira, 70 kobo, and 45 naira, 44 kobo. 44 kobo. You can as well use this method. Instead of writing the naira or arranging the number vertically, you can as well write it as 251 naira, 75 kobo, 60. You put your decimal points in order not to confuse you. In order not to confuse you, put your decimal point. Let your decimal point stand straight. Let your decimal point stand straight. Then you know how to arrange it. Because some will have three values, like 100, and some will have just two values like tens, and some will have just one value like units. So make sure your decimal point is standing. Then you'll be able to put the figures right. We have 6 and 6, 66. Then you have 70, my naira sign, the decimal points. I have 44, and I have 5 and 4. 4 and 5, which is 45 naira, 44 kobo. We are to add. We are to add. 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 4 will give us 9. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. I will write it and carry 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. And 8 plus 5 is 13. I will write 3 and carry my 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. And 12 plus 4 is 16. I'll write 6 and still carry 1. And 1 plus 2 give me 3. Then you write your naira sign. Don't forget that. That is very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very crucial. Your naira sign will differentiate this figure from decimal number. Then anybody, I have told you that communication is all about the receiver understanding what you are saying, even when the person is not there when you were communicating. Yes, you can write written communication. And when the person pick it up, must be able to understand. Is that okay? So you put your naira sign to differentiate this figure from ordinary decimal number. So our answer is 363 naira, 89 kobo. 89 kobo. Addition is all about to find the sum, the total, count together, add together, whichever word that must have been used. Just know that it's all about addition. And your arrangement, very, very important, and as well as your units. Now, let's move to subtraction. Subtraction involving money. Subtraction involving money. Subtraction simply means to take away. Subtraction simply means to take away. It simply means to take away. It simply means to take away. Subtract, reduce, differentiate, or find the difference, etc. Examples: what is the difference between 683 naira 35 kobo and 284 naira 58 kobo. Money is subtracted the same way we subtract decimal numbers. And the rule is rearrange the number vertically. Always observe your decimal points. Always observe your decimal points in order to arrange the digits very well. So we have naira and kobo going by this vertical method. You have naira and kobo, 683 naira, 35 kobo, 284 naira, 53 kobo. 5 take away 8 is not possible. I will come to the next digit, which is 3. You borrow 1 from 3. You take it to 5. These 3 will reduce to what? Excellent. 2. 2 will reduce to 2. And this becomes what? 15. So 15 take away 8 will give you 7. Remember, we are now having 2 left here. 2 take away 5 is not possible. I will go to the next digit, which is 3. I will borrow 1 from 3, take it to 2. It becomes 12. And this 3 will reduce to 2. 12 take away 5 will give me 7. Remember, we are having 2 left here because we have come here to borrow. You go to the next digit, which is 8. Borrow 1 from 8. Take it to this 2. It becomes 12. While 8 will reduce to 7. Now 12 take away 4 will give you 8. Remember, we are having 7 here. 7 take away 8 is not possible. I will come to 5, borrow 1 from 5, take it to 7, it becomes 17. 17 take away 8 will give me 9. And I'm having 5 left here. 5 take away 2 will give me 3. So the answer is 398 naira 77 kobo. 398 naira 77 kobo. Let's quickly look at another example. Let's look at another example. Look, following the second method. Following the second method, we have subtract. Subtract 436 naira 60 kobo from, subtract 436 naira 60 kobo, take away 342 naira 20 kobo. 46 naira, 342 naira 20 kobo. Your arrangement very, very important. My naira sign by one side, 436 naira 60 kobo. I will put my decimal point first. The naira sign again, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, then 2, 0. Take away. Is 0 take away 0? 0. 6 take away 2 will give me 4. 6 take away 2 will give me 4. 3 take away 4. It's not possible. So I will go to the next figure, the next digit beside it, which is 4. I will borrow 1. This becomes 13. Why this reduces to 3? Now 13 take away 4. 13 take away 4 will give me 9. 13 take away 4. 13 take away 4 will give me 9. and I'll write my naira sign down. So my answer is equals to 94 naira 40 kobo. 94 naira 40 kobo. 94 naira 40 kobo. Now let's do shopping. Let's go for shopping. It's always interesting when dad will start the car and will tell you, let's go to Super Saver. Is it Super Saver? Let's go to Grand Square. Let's go to name them. Now let's go for shopping. We have shopping and collecting change. Shopping and collecting change. Let's look at how we can shop with money and collect change. Shopping and collecting change. Shopping and collecting change. What change do you receive from 1 naira? You have 1 naira with you. Daddy has blessed you with 1 naira, has dashed you 1 naira, has given you 1 naira. After paying the following, after paying for the following, after paying the following, you have to pay 45 kobo and you have 1 naira with you. What change do you receive? What change do you receive? Remember, you change the naira to kobo since you are dealing with kobo. You change it to kobo, and to change from naira to kobo, 1 naira to kobo, you place your decimal points to the right side 2 times. So you have 1, 2, and it becomes what? 100 kobo. 100 kobo take away 45 kobo. 100 kobo take away 45 kobo. 100 kobo take away 45 kobo. You have 0 take away 5 is not possible. You go to the next one, which is 0. Oh, I cannot borrow from 0. I will go to the next one, which is 1. I will borrow into this one so that this is my neighbor. This 0 is my neighbor. I can't jump from one house to the other. I have to follow protocol. So I'll bring it down here, it becomes 10. I will now borrow from that 10. It will reduce it to 9, and I will be able to have my 10. 10 take away 5 is 5. I'm having 9 left here. 9 take away 4 is 5. So the answer is 55 kobo. 100 naira after paying for 68 kobo. The same procedure. Now at Super Saver, we have this list of items. This list of items at Super Saver. This list of items at Super Saver. At Super Saver, you have this list of items. We have a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes goes for 800 naira. A torch goes for 500 naira. A ball goes for 250 naira. A book goes for 650 naira. A radio goes for 900 naira. A tin of chocolates goes for 800 naira. Find the total cost of these items. You now want to shop. You want to shop now. You want to buy things. You want to buy a torch and a ball. How much are you going to pay? Remembering they have their price tag. They have their price tag. You must have been to this shopping mall before. You must have been to a shopping mall before. You remember that they put price tag on each of their items. They put price tag on their items. So you have a torch going for 800 naira. A torch goes for 500 naira now. You want to buy a torch and a ball. How much are you going to pay? A torch is 500 naira, quite well. A ball is 250 naira. So 500 plus 250 naira will give you 750 naira. Let's buy another thing. Now, you are going with 1,500 naira. How much change will you collect if you buy these items and pay with 1,500 naira. Remembering the price tag, a book goes for 650 naira. A tin of chocolate goes for 800 naira. How much am I paying for the two items? You will add the price of the two items in order to know how much you are paying. In order to know how much you are paying for the two items. For the two items, 0 plus 0 will give you 0, 5 plus 0 will give you 5, 6 plus 8 will give you 14. So you are to pay 1,450 naira. And you have 1,500 naira with you. How much change are you going to collect? That is what subtraction. You subtract the amount you are paying from the amount you have so that you know your change. I'm having 1,500 naira. I'm to pay 1,450 naira. How much change will I collect? 0 take away 0 will give me 0. 0 take away 5 is not possible. I will borrow from 5. I will borrow from 5. I will take it to 1, so 0. It becomes 10. Why this will reduce to 4. This will reduce to 4. Now, $5. 10 take away 5 will give us 5. Will give you 5. While you have 4, take away 4 to give you nothing. Remember, we have reduced that 5. We have reduced the 5 to 4. The 5 is now 4. So 5 take away 4 take away 4 will give us nothing. And 1 take away 1 will give us nothing. So the change I'm to collect is 50 naira. 50 naira. 50 naira. The change I'm to collect is 50 naira. Multiplication involving money. Multiplication involving money. Oh, you have gone to see sensation to eat. Now look at the price tag. Look at the price tag. Hot dog goes for 560 naira. Meat pie, I love meat pie with ice cream. Meat pie goes for 200 naira. Burger goes for 470 naira, and donut goes for 100 naira. From the menu list, calculate the cost of the following. How much will 3 hot dogs cost? How much will 3 hot dogs cost? Instead of saying 560 naira plus 560 naira plus 560 naira, you can say 560 naira in 3 places. That's 560 naira times 3 times 3 times 3. How much will 4 burgers cost? How much will 4 burgers cost? 1 burger goes for 470 naira. So 4 burgers goes for 470 naira times 4. 4 burgers will go for 470 naira times 4. 470 naira in 4 places. That's 470 naira times 4. 470 naira times 4. Find the cost of these items. Find the cost of these items. Oh, before the cost of these items, let's look at the cost of 6 meat pies. Let's look at the cost of 6 meat pies. The cost of 6 meat pies, knowing quite well that one meat pie goes for 200 naira. One meat pie goes for 200 naira. 6 meat pies will go for, one meat pie goes for 200 naira. One meat pie goes for 200 naira. So therefore, 6 meat pie equals to 200 times 6 equals to 200 times 6. 6 times 0, 0. 6 times 0, 0. 6 times 2, 12. So the amount you are paying for 6 meat pies, is 1,200 naira. 1,200 naira. If one meat pie goes for 200 naira. If one meat pie goes for 200 naira. Now, let's move to the next one. Find the cost of these items. Find the cost of these items. 5 meters of white poplin. Poplin is a white cloth. Poplin at 320 naira per meter. 1 meter is for 320 naira. Now 5 meters will give us 320 naira times 5. 320 naira times 5. So you have 5 times 0 as 0. 5 times 2 as 10. You write 0, carry 1. You keep 1. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1, 16. So 5 meters of white poplin will go for 1,600 naira. 1,600 naira. 5 poplins. Now, division involving money. Division involving money. Division involving money. Division involving money. Examples. 1 naira 68 kobo. 1 naira 68 kobo divided by 7. You know, division means to share certain amount of money between 2 people, among 3 or more than 3 people. You are sharing. Now you are told to share 1 naira 68 kobo among 7 people. How much will one person collect? One person will collect 7 divided by 1 naira 68 kobo. You know how we do our division in the class? Is that you take the long method or you apply this short method. Let's go by the short method. Let's go by the short method. Let's go by the short method. How many times you use 7 in 1? It is not possible. You write your 0. You carry 1 to the next digits. It becomes 16. How many times will you see 7 in 16? Do you still remember we used to do that? 7 times 1, 7. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3, 20. Oh, 21 is more than 16. I will stop at 14. So how many times will I see 2 is 16 like that? 2 times. How many times did I multiply my 7 to give me 14? 2. I multiplied it by 2 to give me 14. So I will write 2, and remainder what? 14 from 16 will give you 2. You put the 2 beside the next figure, the next digit, it becomes 28. How many times do you see 7 in 28? Oh, 7 times 1, 7, 7 times 2, 14, 7 times 3, 21, 7 times 4, 28. Oh, I've got my 28. How many times did you multiply? 4 times. So the answer is 0 naira 24 kobo. That is not sweet, our ears. So you write it as 24 kobo. 24 kobo. Divide 18 naira 24 kobo by 8. 18 naira 24 kobo by 8. How many times will I see 8 in 18? 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24. Oh, 24 is more than my 18. I'll stop at the second one, which is 16. 16, take it away from 18. You have 2 left. You put the 2 beside the next digit. It becomes 22. How many times will you see 8 in 22? Oh, 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 4, 32. Oh, 32 is more than my 22. So I will stop at 2. And you have 16. 16, take it away from 22. You have 6 left. This next digit becomes 68. How many times will I see 8 in 68? How many times will I see 8 in 68? Your times table, 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 5, 40. 8 times 6, 48. 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 8, 63, 64. 8 times 9, 72. Oh, I will stop at 64. How many times will I see 8 in 64? 8 times. So my answer is 2 naira. 2 naira. 2 naira 28 kobo. 2 naira 28 kobo. Always put your naira sign. Always put your naira sign. 2 naira. 2 naira 28 kobo. Find the cost of one item. Find the cost of one item. Eat 10 lollipops. You know lollipops, you are already salivating. Your mouth is already running. You know, you had lollipops, right? Okay? Eat 10 lollipops costs 150 naira. 10 lollipop costs 150 naira. One lollipop will cost what? We are going to do what? Divide. We are going to divide. We divide our 150 by 10. 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 How many times do you see 10 in 15? How many times do you see 10 in 15? 10 times 1, 10, 10 times 2, 20. Oh, 20 is more than what we are looking for. I will stop at 1. That's 10. 10 take away 15, take away 10. You have 5. You put the 5 beside the 0, it becomes 50. How many times do you see 10 in 50? That's 5 times. So the answer is 15 naira. If 8 eggs, you know, we have been solving this, even for first time in mental arithmetic. Instead of applying that method of cross multiplication, is this not simpler? Good. Now, if 8 eggs costs 240 naira, how much will 1 egg cost? How much will 1 egg cost? All you need to do is, so the same method, you divide. You divide 240 naira divided by 8. 240 naira divided by 8. How many times will I see 8 in 24? 3. How many times will I see 8 in 0? 0. So I have my answer as 30 naira. I have my answer as 30 naira. Find the cost of 8 crates of egg. Find the cost of 8 crates of egg. If 6 crates costs 4,260 naira. 4,260 naira. Find the cost of 8. Find the cost of 8 crates of egg. 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 If 6 crates. If 6 crates, find the cost of 8 crates of egg. Find the cost. If 6 crates of eggs cost, if 6 crates of egg cost 4,000, if 6 crates of eggs cost 4,260. 6 crates of eggs equals to 4,260. 1 crate of eggs equals to 4,260 divided by 6. How many times will I see 6 in 42? How many times will I see 6 in 42? 6 times 1, 6, 6 times 2, 12, 6 times 3, 18, 6 times 4, 6 times 4, 24, 6 times 5, 30, 6 times 6, 36, 6 times 7, 42. Oh, 7 times. 7 times. 7 times. How many times will I see 6 in 6? 1. How many times will I see 6 in 0? 0. So I will see the answer is 710 naira. If 1 crate will now cost 710 naira, 8 crates, so therefore 8 crates of eggs equals to 710 naira times 8. Times 8. 8 times 0. 8 times 0, 0. 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 7. 8 times 7. 8 times 7 will give you 56. 56. Are you calculating it already? Good. 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 5, 40. 8 times 6, 48. 8 times 7, 56. And you have it as what? 56. Great. 56 as 8 times 7. So the money we are paying, for 8 crates is 5,680 naira. 5,680 naira that we are paying for 8 crates of egg. Go over the video, take your time, make sure go over the video, make sure you watch the video very well. Make sure you watch the video, take your time out to watch the video, take your textbook and solve. Practice makes perfection. The more you lay your hands on something, the more it becomes part and parcel of you. It becomes part and parcel of you. So make sure you practice very well. Madam loves you. Mathematics is our friend. I love Madam. I love mathematics. Are you saying it? Great. And I love you, my wonderful children. God bless you. I pray for more wisdom for you from above in the name of Jesus. Take your time out to watch the video and write your notes. It's on the net. Write your notes and always keep safe. Bye. Love you.